In our daily lives, honesty stands as a cornerstone of interpersonal relationships, playing an essential role in both building and maintaining the connections we have with others. Think about how good it feels when someone tells you the truth. That moment of sincerity creates not only a sense of safety and respect, but also encourages open and transparent communication. Trust, which is intricately woven into the fabric of any strong relationship, whether it's with family, friends, or co-workers, is vital. When someone chooses to lie, however, it can shatter that trust, leading to a cascade of hurt feelings, confusion, and conflict. The repercussions of dishonesty can ripple outward, creating problems that affect not just individuals, but entire families, friendships, and workplaces. Once trust is lost, the path to rebuilding it can be long and arduous, and in some cases, it may never fully return to its former state. This breakdown can produce ongoing tension, misunderstandings, and even deep-seated resentment, which can linger and affect our relationships for years to come. This is where Stoic philosophy emerges as a guiding light in our quest for honesty and integrity. Ancient thinkers such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius imparted profound wisdom on living a good life, emphasizing the importance of honesty, wisdom, and doing what is right. They provide us with valuable insights into how to manage our feelings and interact positively with others, which is especially crucial in a world where deception can easily take root. In this article, we will explore how to spot lies through the lens of Stoicism, offering practical tips to help you build stronger, more honest connections with the people around you. By gaining a deeper understanding of these concepts, we can all work toward creating a more truthful, fulfilling, and meaningful life. Before we delve into the methods of spotting a lie, it's important to first understand what lying truly means. Lies can manifest in myriad forms. Some are small, seemingly harmless, white lies, such as saying, "Your new haircut looks great," even if you don't genuinely believe it. On the other end of the spectrum, there are more serious lies, those that involve pretending to have accomplished something one hasn't, or making promises one never intends to keep. Additionally, we must consider omissions, which refer to situations where someone leaves out crucial pieces of information, and exaggerations, where they inflate or downplay facts to serve their narrative. Both omissions and exaggerations can lead to confusion and misunderstandings, creating distance and tension in our relationships. People lie for a multitude of reasons. Sometimes they lie out of fear of the truth, driven by a desire to protect themselves or someone else, or even out of a need to impress others. We might think that we are acting in the best interest of ourselves or those around us, but in reality, lying often ends up causing harm to both parties involved. When someone lies, they frequently experience feelings of guilt or anxiety, which gives rise to an internal struggle. This discomfort is known as cognitive dissonance, a psychological phenomenon that occurs when a person's actions clash with their morals or deeply held beliefs. For instance, an individual might feel bad for fabricating a story about being sick, when in truth, they simply wanted to take a day off. In this scenario, the lie creates an internal conflict that leaves them feeling uncomfortable and stressed. Stoics assert that lying is not only harmful to the person being deceived, it also inflicts damage on the liar by eroding their character and integrity. Living with honesty and integrity is foundational for a fulfilling life. As Marcus Aurelius wisely articulated, the best revenge is to be unlike the person who hurt you. This profound statement suggests that instead of seeking revenge or retaliation, we should concentrate on being better individuals ourselves. By committing to honesty, we can foster a more respectful and trustworthy environment for everyone involved. Let's go. 1. Inconsistent stories. One of the first and most telling signs of dishonesty is when someone presents inconsistent stories. Have you ever listened to a friend share a narrative and thought to yourself, that doesn't sound right? When someone's account keeps changing, it can be an indication that they are not being truthful. For example, if a friend recounts a fun day out but later provides different details about what happened or who was involved, it's wise to pay attention to these discrepancies. You can use simple questions like, "Didn't you say you went on Saturday?" to encourage them to rethink their story. This approach not only prompts them to clarify what they previously said, but can also lead to a more honest communication exchange, as it invites reflection on their part. By asking such questions, you are creating an opportunity for them to reconsider their statement, which might encourage them to align their narrative with the truth. This gentle probing can be effective in revealing discrepancies without putting them on the defensive, as it allows for a non-confrontational approach that can diffuse tension. In this situation, you are not only seeking clarity, but also giving them an opportunity to correct themselves, which can help maintain the relationship's integrity. The act of recounting a consistent story reflects inner peace and confidence, qualities that align with Stoic principles, emphasizing the importance of truth in our interpersonal interactions. When a person is truthful, their stories flow naturally and can be easily recalled without hesitation. Moreover, when stories lack cohesion, it can create a cascade of doubt, not just for the listener, but for the storyteller as well. They may find themselves caught in a web of their own lies, leading to increased anxiety and stress about being discovered. Over time, the pressure to keep their story straight can become overwhelming, causing them to either withdraw from the conversation or become increasingly agitated. This internal conflict can manifest in various ways, often making the individual appear more anxious or restless, which can further alert the listener to the possibility of deception. Ultimately, the consistency of a narrative serves as a reflection of a person's integrity and reliability, revealing their commitment to honesty and the trustworthiness they offer in the relationship. This commitment to transparent communication is essential in fostering an environment where open dialogue can flourish, making it easier to navigate complex interpersonal dynamics without suspicion or doubt, and enhancing mutual understanding. 2. Avoidance of eye contact. The manner in which someone looks at you often reveals much about their honesty. Typically, when a person avoids eye contact, it can signify that they feel uneasy or are attempting to hide something. Reflect on moments when someone wouldn't look you in the eye while speaking. It often creates discomfort and raises questions about their honesty. This behavior may indicate they are being dishonest. It's important to note that cultural differences can influence eye contact. In some cultures, avoiding eye contact is a sign of respect rather than dishonesty. However, in contexts where eye contact is expected, embracing the Stoic idea of facing the truth can help us create a safer space for honest conversations. Maintaining eye contact demonstrates that you care and are genuinely engaged in the conversation, which encourages openness and trust in the relationship. Eye contact can serve as a powerful connection tool, allowing both individuals to feel more grounded in the interaction. When someone deliberately avoids looking you in the eye, it can evoke a sense of suspicion, making you question their sincerity and intentions. If you notice someone frequently looking away, it may signal that they are not being completely truthful. This lack of eye contact can also manifest in body language, such as crossed arms or turning away, which reinforces the notion that they may be guarding themselves emotionally. These behaviors can create a barrier that hinders effective communication and can make it difficult to establish a genuine connection. Furthermore, The discomfort associated with maintaining eye contact can lead to fidgeting or other nervous behaviors, further indicating a potential lack of sincerity in their words. These non-verbal cues can often speak louder than the spoken word, serving as vital indicators of a person's true feelings and intentions. By observing these signs, you can gain deeper insights into the honesty of the interaction and make more informed decisions about how to engage with the person, fostering a more transparent communication environment that invites trust and understanding. This awareness can significantly enhance interpersonal relationships, leading to more authentic interactions. 3. Excessive details. Another common indicator of lying is when someone provides an overwhelming amount of unnecessary details. Have you ever encountered someone who offers far too many specifics about a simple story? When people lie, they may feel compelled to add excessive information to distract from the truth. If a friend suddenly begins detailing every little aspect of where they were, it might suggest they are attempting to cover something up. For instance, instead of simply stating they were late due to traffic, they might elaborate on every car they passed along the way, describing the color and model of each vehicle in painstaking detail. This can feel overwhelming and is often a tactic employed to make their story seem more credible. The sheer volume of detail can serve to confuse the listener, drawing attention away from the core of the story and creating a smokescreen for the underlying truth. Additionally, the overwhelming amount of detail can create a smokescreen, making it difficult for the listener to discern what is true and what is exaggerated. Such excessive information can lead to confusion and may even make the listener question their own recollection of events. This can create a sense of uncertainty as the listener grapples with their memory of the situation versus the information being presented. Stoicism values clear and straightforward communication. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "If something bothers you, remember that it's not the thing itself that causes your pain, but how you think about it." The essence of truth is usually uncomplicated, while lies can become tangled and confusing. Therefore, when faced with an abundance of unnecessary detail, it's prudent to question the motivation behind it. This can encourage a more thoughtful examination of the situation and the underlying motives of the speaker, prompting both parties to consider the implications of the conversation more deeply. By recognizing the signs of excessive detail, you can enhance your ability to navigate conversations and sift through the noise to find the truth, ultimately leading to more meaningful and trustworthy interactions. 4th, defensive reactions. Have you ever observed someone becoming overly defensive when posed with a seemingly simple question? Their responses may be laced with anger, or they might attempt to shift the subject entirely. Such defensive reactions can often serve as signs that a person might be lying. Recognizing these cues can illuminate when someone is trying to evade the truth. For instance, if you inquire with a colleague about why they missed a meeting and they snap back with, "Why do you care?" it can indicate that they are hiding something. This defensiveness can stem from the pressure of feeling cornered, leading them to react in ways that may seem irrational. Defensiveness can often be a mask for guilt or insecurity, causing the individual to lash out rather than engage in constructive dialogue. The intensity of their reaction often reflects their internal struggle as they grapple with the consequences of their dishonesty. This can create a dynamic where the conversation becomes more about the defensiveness than the original question, leading to frustration on both sides. Stoic teachings encourage us to maintain composure and refrain from reacting impulsively. By staying calm, we can engage in more constructive conversations and collaboratively explore the truth without escalating tensions. A tranquil approach can pave the way for a more fruitful discussion, allowing both parties to feel acknowledged and respected. It's essential to approach such situations with empathy, recognizing that the individual may be struggling with their own feelings of guilt or fear of exposure. By fostering an atmosphere of safety, you may encourage the other person to lower their defenses and engage more honestly. This can contribute to a healthier dialogue, where both parties feel free to express their thoughts without fear of judgment or reprisal, ultimately enhancing the quality of their relationship. 5. Lack of emotion or inappropriate emotions. Emotions can serve as significant clues regarding whether someone is being truthful. If a person shares a tragic story but laughs while recounting it, it can create a sense of unease, right? This emotional mismatch can suggest that something is amiss. For example, if someone recounts a challenging experience but appears cheerful or indifferent, it raises suspicions about the authenticity of their narrative. The inconsistency between their emotional state and the content of their story can be a red flag. This dissonance can confuse the listener, making them question the validity of the speaker's claims. It can also create an unsettling atmosphere, as the audience may feel compelled to reconcile the emotional inconsistency with the narrative being presented. This can lead to a sense of cognitive dissonance in the listener, who may struggle to understand how the speaker's emotions align with the situation being described. Stoicism advocates for the alignment of our feelings with our words. When we express our true emotions, we foster genuine connections with others. As Seneca wisely stated, we often suffer more in our minds than in reality. By being mindful of our emotions, we can navigate complex conversations more effectively and communicate more truthfully with those around us. Observing the emotional cues in others can also help us gauge their sincerity. When someone's emotions don't match the gravity of their situation, it warrants a closer examination of their truthfulness. This misalignment can often lead to a deeper exploration of the person's motivations, revealing insights into their state of mind and intentions. Such observations can also prompt us to reflect on our own emotional responses, encouraging a more profound understanding of the dynamics at play in the conversation. Ultimately, this awareness fosters a more authentic interaction, paving the way for deeper connections. 6. Delayed responses. Have you ever asked someone a question and noticed they take an unusually long time to respond? This delay may indicate that they are uncertain or attempting to concoct a lie. For instance, if you ask someone where they were last night and they pause for an extended period before answering, it can raise suspicions about their honesty. They may be searching for a plausible fabrication that aligns with your question. The length of the pause can often be telling. A momentary hesitation might be normal, but prolonged silence can indicate internal conflict. This delay can create an awkward atmosphere, as both parties may feel the weight of the unspoken tension. Being aware of these pauses can enhance our understanding of the truth behind their words. Practicing mindfulness during conversations can help us remain focused. Taking a deep breath before replying can foster clarity and encourage thoughtful communication. This simple act allows both parties a moment to gather their thoughts and respond more appropriately. Additionally, the context of the question can influence response time. Complex questions may naturally take longer to answer, but simple inquiries should elicit more immediate responses. Recognizing these nuances can help us differentiate between genuine contemplation and potential deceit. Furthermore, it is important to consider the individual's usual response patterns. Someone who typically responds quickly may raise red flags if they suddenly take longer to reply. This awareness can assist in distinguishing between honest uncertainty and deliberate deception, allowing for a more comprehensive understanding of the individual's communication style. By honing in on these response times, you can gain insights into the dynamics of the conversation and the speaker's level of comfort or discomfort with the topic at hand, leading to a more enriched dialogue. 7. Changes in vocal tone. The way someone articulates their words can also provide hints about their honesty. Have you ever observed a change in someone's voice when they are lying? Such changes might indicate discomfort or fear. For instance, their voice may become shaky or softer than usual. Some individuals might speak more rapidly when they are being dishonest, while others may slow down as they struggle to formulate their next words. These vocal variations can be subtle yet revealing. For example, an increase in pitch or a quavering tone may signal anxiety, while a sudden decrease in volume can indicate an attempt to withdraw from the conversation. These fluctuations can serve as critical indicators of their emotional state. Changes in vocal tone can also encompass the speed of speech. Someone who is lying may rush through their words in an effort to get through the conversation quickly, or they may deliberately slow down as they try to think of a convincing response. Such fluctuations can serve as critical indicators of their emotional state. Stoicism underscores the importance of being genuine in our self-expression. By being attuned to our own vocal tone, we can create a more open environment for honest discussions. Remember, authentic communication encompasses not only the words we use, but also how we convey them and the underlying emotions they carry. Being mindful of our tone can enhance our sincerity and foster trust. Additionally, it's important to consider how changes in vocal tone can sometimes be influenced by external factors such as stress or fatigue, so context is vital in interpreting these signals accurately. By remaining observant and aware of these subtle shifts, we can better navigate conversations and discern the truth behind the spoken word. Being attuned to these vocal changes enhances our ability to engage in meaningful dialogue, allowing for a deeper understanding of both the speaker and the conversation at hand. This heightened awareness can ultimately foster a more honest and open exchange, enriching the quality of interpersonal communication and strengthening the bonds between individuals. To effectively employ Stoic principles for identifying lies, we need to adopt practical strategies. Mindfulness techniques, such as deep breathing and maintaining composure, can help us stay aware during our conversations. For instance, taking a moment to breathe deeply before responding can clear our minds and help us think before we speak. This simple act not only calms any nerves, but also fosters a more relaxed atmosphere conducive to open dialogue. Keeping a journal to reflect on our experiences with honesty and deception can provide valuable insights into our feelings and thoughts. This practice encourages us to understand our biases, how our own emotional responses might influence our perceptions of others, and what we may have overlooked in our interactions. Journaling can also aid in identifying patterns within our relationships, making it easier for us to discern when something feels amiss. Empathy emerges as another essential component for recognizing lies. When we make an effort to understand another person's perspective, we can navigate our conversations more effectively. This involves placing ourselves in their shoes and considering their feelings and motivations. Encouraging honesty not only fosters our growth as individuals, but also strengthens our connections with others. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "You control your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By cultivating self-awareness and understanding, we can enhance our ability to discern dishonesty while remaining true to our values. Deception can manifest in numerous areas of life: personal relationships, workplace dynamics, and even within the media we consume. Imagine a workplace where co-workers frequently mislead one another, trust erodes, leading to a decline in productivity and morale. Employees may feel anxious and uncertain about their colleagues, resulting in a toxic atmosphere that stifles collaboration and creativity. Research underscores that dishonesty can create unhealthy environments where individuals feel unsafe and unsupported. To address dishonesty effectively, strategies such as open communication and the establishment of clear boundaries can be invaluable. For instance, discussing expectations with colleagues can foster more honest relationships and a healthier work environment. Regular team meetings, where everyone is encouraged to share their thoughts and feelings, can cultivate a more open atmosphere. This approach ensures that employees feel valued and heard, which can ultimately reduce misunderstandings and foster a sense of community. Forgiveness also plays a crucial role in moving forward after experiencing a lie. Stoic philosophy advocates for learning from our experiences rather than clinging to past hurts. By practicing forgiveness, we liberate ourselves from bitterness and facilitate healing. Letting go of anger allows us to open the door to new beginnings and healthier interactions. It's important to remember that holding on to anger only harms ourselves. True freedom lies in being able to release it and move forward in a positive manner. By understanding the signs of deception through the lens of Stoicism, we gain valuable insights into human behavior. Recognizing these signs equips us to protect ourselves from dishonesty while simultaneously creating a more authentic life. Striving for truth in all our interactions transcends mere morality. It can lead to profound personal fulfillment and deeper connections with others. Embracing Stoic values empowers us to navigate life's complexities with honesty, liberating us from the chaos and confusion that lies often bring. The journey toward truth demands both courage and commitment, but the rewards, lasting relationships and a sense of inner peace, are undeniably worth the effort. By committing to honesty and encouraging those qualities in others, we can work together to create a better world for ourselves and those around us. As you move forward, take the time to observe and reflect upon your interactions. Challenge yourself to practice mindfulness in conversations, paying careful attention to both the content of what people say and the manner in which they express it. Consider how Stoic principles can guide you in recognizing and responding to dishonesty, ultimately enriching your relationships. Explore further readings on Stoic philosophy to deepen your understanding and share your experiences and thoughts on honesty and deception with those around you. Together, we can cultivate a culture of truth and integrity, a community where honesty flourishes and relationships thrive. Let's embark on this journey toward a more authentic life, one thoughtful conversation at a time. Your commitment to truth can serve as an inspiration for others, encouraging them to embrace honesty and integrity in their own lives. By modeling truthful behavior, you can help create a more sincere and trustworthy world where everyone feels valued and heard. As you practice these principles, remember that honesty is an ongoing journey rather than a final destination. We will learn and grow along the way, and every step we take toward the truth can make a meaningful difference in our lives and in the lives of those around us. So let's begin today. Let's commit to being honest, kind, and understanding in all our interactions. By dedicating ourselves to these values, we can foster a supportive environment where trust and openness become the norm. This commitment can lead to deeper friendships, stronger family bonds, and a more positive atmosphere in our workplaces. Ultimately, choosing honesty paves the way for a life rich with meaningful connections and genuine experiences.